Welcome to your You Pick Tuesday video. The votes are in. You guys selected Nathan DeAsha, Akim Williams, and Brett Wilkin with 40%. Good choice, good choice. I gave you guys the option to choose from bodybuilders heading into the Arnold's Classics. There is such a diversity, such a talent pool going into this event. Your top three really could be anything. And I kind of wanted to keep Brandon Curry out of this because honestly, guys, I think he's a lock. So this could be your second, third, and fourth place participants. There's a lot of other guys that would have you think otherwise. And like I said, you got to really jumble this one up. Brett Wilkin, he's being, set to the side in this one due to size, separation in the wheels, arms. You got to understand, Akim Williams and Nathan DeAsha, full-blown, heavyweight contenders. Look at the forearms on the guys. Both of those two dudes, men of men when it comes to the forearm development. And that's honestly the first thing that I noticed, with all due respect to Brett Wilkin, but he's definitely third in line. When I look at Akim Williams, his arms are winning, but the rest of the situation goes to Nathan DeAsha without a doubt. Look at that midsection. Look at the hard graininess. He's in the best condition out of these three. Keep in mind, let's go to the next pose. I am using their latest versions because that's what it would most resemble, I think. Their latest versions. It's going to be what they look like at the Arnold Classic. And speaking of that, the reason why I brought that up, because Brett Wilkin, if you go by his prep pictures, he's twice as big as this now. I made him close to being the same height. Sizing these guys difficult. Brett Wilkin, he is shorter than the other two dudes, I believe, but he stands straighter. You see that? Brett Wilkin, he was being bullied in that front double bicep. But here in the front lat, I gotta say, all clavicle with the side, he is winning on the lat department. His conditioning, actually, his muscle separation looks a little bit better here than it did in the front double, if you can imagine that. I think he forgot to flex his quads in that front double. Don't forget at the Arnold Classic, Brett, flex your quads. Anyway. I like Nathan DeAsha after the first couple of shots. And Akim Williams, his midsection is, I think, holding him down a little bit in the front lat spread. But his overall silhouette, hey, that's pretty dominant. Turn to the side. Brett Wilkin is a beast from the side. You see that upper body? Now, I did notice from the front shots, he didn't quite have that type of hard graininess that Akim Williams and a guy like Nathan DeAsha does possess. But he does look darn good. Lower half, nobody's going to beat Akim Williams. He's top 10 bodybuilding history in the wheels from the side anyway. Nathan DeAsha looks pretty darn good here as well. What a close decision. I think, honestly though, when I look at the muscle separation in the arms, things of that nature, looks like maybe Akim might not have nailed his conditioning very well at all at the Olympia. I've definitely seen him better. I'm not trying to disrespect the guy, but I have definitely seen him look better. Side tricep, and Nathan DeAsha getting ripped off here at the Prague Pro. The picture footage, actually, they just released not that long ago, a couple of days ago, they just released a few pictures anyway of Nathan DeAsha from this event. So finally we do get to see these shots. But the side tricep, not the best angle, not taken at the right time. I mean, you can see it on his facial expression. I would have liked to seen a hit to spec one like the other two dudes, but unfortunately getting he's getting ripped off. This is a picture comparison channel, guys, so it's not going to be exactly fair all of the times. You can see that muscle separation in the arms now that I was talking about, or lack thereof for Akim Williams. I have seen his arms look peeled, much more peeled than they are now. But still, with his wheel department and his sheer size, still looks pretty darn good. When I turn to Brett Wilkin, like I said, guys, he's a beast from the side. Not only is he big, he's going to be even bigger come the Arnold Classic. But look at the aesthetics of this shot. Hey, I give him the side tricep. I give him this pose. Why not? I do believe that he's winning. Rear lat spread. And I guess we are reverting back to the Marks Max Muscle order. Hey, maybe I'll do a poll and see which way you guys like better. Brett Wilkin, he brought the conditioning here at the Chicago Pro. He's a match for the big mass monsters. Well, maybe they're mass monsters in the conditioning department. Akim Williams, unfortunately, he falls last in line in this one because of the back development. Nowhere near as impressive, not only in the size, but in the conditioning for his lower half. Maybe not the calves, but those are an awesome set of glutes and hamstrings, quads from behind, but the back development just not the best. Brett Wilkin, nice balance for him. I like this shot for him. Hey, what can I say? Nathan DeAsha is just a bigger, better version, I guess. His lat insertions look a little bit more prominent. Look at the arm separation here. I hate to change the subject right on but I was just looking at Akim Williams, the back of his arms. You see the lack of muscle separation? I don't think he really put much into this version. So one could overlook Akim Williams because of his last version. Turn to the rear double bicep. Again, all these guys are in condition. It's a level playing field as far as that's concerned, I do believe. Maybe a lack of muscle separation in the hamstrings for Brett Wilkin, but he more than makes up for that with those striated glutes. I mean, my soul. Phil Heathworthy. And I'm not stretching, it's no stretch of the imagination. Look at those glutes. Top 10 of all time. But enough about the badonkadonk. When you do look at the back development, again, poor Akim. He's going the way of a Dennis Wolf, I do believe, but knock on wood for him, I hope that he comes back at the Arnold Classic and brings us what he did at the 2020 Mr. Olympia event. Nathan DeAsha, such a perfect balance and flow to this back shot. I love it. But then again, guys, Brett Wilkin, he looks pretty sharp. And with a little bit more size on that back, and maybe the wheels as well, he could catch Nathan DeAsha. But as is, I think Nathan closed the door on both of the other guys as far as the back shots are concerned. Turn around for the abs and thigh, and see, guys, I'm not just a Nathan DeAsha fanboy. I generally say I like a bodybuilder a lot because I like their personality, of course, but when it comes to rooting for a guy, I'm not going to sit there and root for, a guy that I know is not going to win. Nathan DeAsha, he is awesome. And he packs a punch. He's an overall balanced bodybuilder that, like I said, he packs a punch in plenty of these shots, including this abs and thigh. Night. It's all she wrote. Not only conditioning, muscle separation, singing the praises of the man from Britain, the local Brit, Nathan DeAsha. Steamrolls with the local boys from, Anyway. Brett Wilkin, tighten them abs up. Still enough to beat Akim Williams, with all due respect. Akim, hey, he's winning in the quads. He's like a William Bonac. He always wins in the quads and the abs and thigh, but the rest of him usually puts them last in line. Finish this one off. And this is a situation where Brett Wilkin might be out-muscled as far as size is concerned. He has more than enough muscle separation, however. Nathan DeAsha, he just has a hard, grainy type conditioning. I don't want to relate him to Ian Valliere. But Ian Valliere, he has that type of hard graininess that when you stand next to it, he outconditions you. But Nathan also possesses a decent amount of muscle separation as well. Something that Ian Valliere does not possess. As well as a very aesthetically pleasing physique. Hey, what is this? Pick on Ian Valliere? I should be rooting for him. He's Canadian like me. Anyway. Akim Williams, is he doing enough to defeat Brett Wilkin here? I think so. It's not Brett Wilkins. I apologize. One other video, I kept saying Brett Wilkins. Akim William. I took the S from William, put it to Brett's. There. Is that fair? Anyway. I will add up these points, and at the end of the day, in third place lands Akim Williams. Little bit surprised over that. I figured at least he would place over Brett Wilkin. But hey, I mean, it's the back shots. He has a pretty good balance, does Wilkin. Pretty good bodybuilder. So keep an eye on him. But one other thing you need to keep an eye on at the Arnold Classic is Akim Williams, because I don't think he dedicated himself to this Olympia version. I definitely would say that he is a guy that you shouldn't count out at this time. In second place, no surprise to me after the third place was announced, is Brett Wilkin. Good, solid bodybuilder. He needs a little bit more size, but if you look at his prep pictures, that is exactly what he has put on. So definitely look for him to push Nathan DeAsha a little bit more than this picture comparison might have you believe. And here is your winner, Nathan DeAsha, seasoned pro, just unbelievable, this guy. Talk about underrated. I mean, the guy was winning shows all over the place. I was winning shows all over the place. I had the feeling of winning at home and winning. Anyway. Nathan DeAsha, one of, if not my favorite of the current competitors in the open class, for sure. There's some female bodybuilders out there. May be considered my favorite bodybuilder overall. Anybody? Women Only Wednesday? It's tomorrow. Don't forget to at least tune in and hit thumbs up on it. Support that Women Only Wednesday. Either way, guys, thank you. That was You Pick Tuesday. You guys selected a good one. Look forward to the Arnold Classic and many more videos leading up to it. Gonna be a good one. Hit thumbs up on this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Have a great day.